Check it out. Mountains above Uinta Canyon, Uinta Wilderness Access. 9,750 feet, and we've encountered our first snowpack. I'm trying to make this kind of like 45-mile loop over to Elkhorn. I'm not sure we're gonna make it. Fortunately, there's been people that have traveled this trail ahead of me after the snowfall and cleared out most all the deadfall crossing the road, so that's been handy and convenient. We definitely have a few hundred more feet to ascend before we get to turn south and loop back, so I'm hoping we don't run into too many more snowfields like this. So whew, kind of ended up in the freaking depths of the snow there. What the hell? The aux lights going off. See a pretty big difference here, huh? Normal headlights, bright lights, and the aux lights. Oh man, I don't know if we're gonna make it, dudes. If I didn't have a winch, I wouldn't be dealing with this right now. A winch and lots of trees all around, can remain fairly confident that we can get ourselves out of trouble, even if it's a solo mission. It's kind of sad. Wish my homeboy Levi was up here with backing me up with his 80 series behind me. I really didn't expect that there'd be snow this high up here. Or I should say this far down here. All right, we're just over 10,000 feet from what I could tell on the map. We shouldn't have to go over about 10,200. Maybe 10,500 at the most is kind of what I saw. Dang, dude. This does not look like too much fun to try to deal with winching out of. They've had the bulldozer up here clearing stuff out last summer, obviously. Shit, dude, this is freaking dicey. Solo is freaking dicey. With a buddy, no problem. Fuck, man. Dang, I think we're done. I think we're done for here. We'll go right up here, and I think that's it, man. We got a fallen tree there, and the snowpack's pretty freaking deep, man. Dang it, I think we're freaking done. Yeah, it sucks. That does suck. We have to retreat. We're gonna have to retreat. Yeah, there you have it. There's what's left of the route. We had another 3.5 miles to go to get to our next pinpoint, waypoint, and then we were gonna drop south and lose some elevation, but the next 3.5 miles climbs another about 200 to 300 feet really is all that it is. I mean, we're freaking right here. We're sitting at 10,112 feet. Looks like it climbs 200 to 300 more feet, and that is it. And then it pretty much flattens out all the way across over to Pole Creek Lake and the campground for it. So we're just barely out of range, man. We're shut down. So we are gonna return, retreat, and head on back down. And then I'll try to get up here in about 2 weeks from now, maybe on the motorcycle. We'll see. See if I can get this freaking pig turned around here. Now if we can just get back down this last little stretch trouble-free, we're in good shape. Pretty freaking awesome. Those little snowbanks. Watch out for boulders. We're rallying downhill now. Should have aired down the tires. I probably should just freaking keep the dang tires aired down whenever I get out here to Roosevelt. Come out fully aired up on the highway and then just drop the pressure, keep the pressure dropped to about, probably in that case, maybe 18. For the week that I'm hanging out. I tend to be doing a lot of off-roading. And now that the snow's melting, I'm planning to be up in the hills a lot more. There's your pretty good demo of the lights and the aspens. Boom! Let there be light. So these lights are definitely helpful in close. I mean, they illuminate what's going on around you, particularly if you tilt them outward, maybe 10 degrees or so, what I've got. Maybe a little more, but just point them out a little bit, because these are just floodlights. It's all that they had available. They didn't have the spot or the beam or the driving lights or whatever. So they definitely leave a lot to be desired, but considering that I just needed something and they happen to have these handy, they're definitely a major improvement. So not complaining, but what they've essentially done is solidified to me the fact that I definitely need some better lighting. So that will be forthcoming on the Land Cruiser, I'm sure. But they're a pretty good help. It doesn't really show up that well on the camera, but they are an improvement. Here's with the headlights completely off, just running the rigids. We got some company up ahead. Look at those freaking LEDs, dude. This shit's hilarious. Crossing over one-lane bridge over the Winter River. Yeah, she's raging pretty good. Pretty swift there, I must say. Hey, yeah, so thanks for tagging along on another installment of last night's adventure, Land Cruiser edition. A little bit of snow wheeling in there. And I'll see you on the next one. And until then, remember, make every day an adventure. Dude, freaking elk, man. They have this kind of creepy aura about them. There's just this mysterious, oh man, there's this huge energy about them. Like the world turns at a different pace for them. Something strange, but lots of elk up in these parts. I probably ought to slow it down a little bit.